We have two new amiibo for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We have Zelda, and we also have Ganondorf. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. These came out roughly 6 months after we got the original release of the game, and we also already had an original release of the Link amiibo for Tears of the Kingdom. So it's nice to have these two come out. We haven't had a Ganondorf amiibo in a little while. I don't think there was one for Breath of the Wild, so it's good to see him get his own release. I can say, just by looking at the packaging right here, yes, they're both modeled after their images on the top right, but Zelda's design, while it's okay, I'm absolutely in love with this Ganondorf design. I think this is one of the best amiibo out there, so I can't wait to open this up and take a look. By the way, if you're curious, I did unbox the Link amiibo. I've also unboxed the massive Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition. That I have up on my YouTube channel here. And I've also already unboxed this one right here, the Switch OLED Special Edition. It is gorgeous with the white dock. And lastly, we also have something unboxed already for the Tears of the Kingdom controller. This is the Pro Controller. So if you want to check those out, check those out. All right, let's get to these ones right here. I think, first of all, I'm going to unbox Zelda. We're going to keep Ganondorf to the side for now. You can see that she's kind of hovering in the air in the box. You can kind of tell that already. We do have the international packaging design on this. It says various language up there with Zelda, ages 6+. On the back here, it says, use this amiibo to receive helpful items to aid in your adventure. You could even get a rare item. One of the things you're going to get, though, is a cloth specific to Zelda for a paraglider for this game. Everything that I've done my research about, you get that, like, paraglider fabric right away on the first scan, I think, when you do these amiibo. Okay, let's open up Zelda, and let's take a look. I'm using a knife this time. I usually use an X-Acto knife, but my X-Acto knife is... I need to buy a new one. So, it's really not very sharp anymore, and it's pretty dull. This knife works wicked for this. Oh, a little bit more. Now, I've been keeping all the boxes for all of my amiibo in my storage room, and I've actually been considering getting rid of them recently. I've been keeping them in good condition, opening them in this manner. But what are your thoughts? Do you want to keep all the boxes? Are you getting rid of them for all the amiibo? Are they worthless? I don't think they're probably going to hold much value, just the boxes themselves, so... Alright, let's take a look at Zelda. So here she is. The sword, the people in this store were telling me and warning me that all the swords are a little bit arced or curved. You can probably make that out on the video. They tried picking the best one for me, but it looks like it has a slight curve because of the way Zelda's holding it in her hand. And the sword is loose, by the way. So I guess you could kind of curve it or bend it back a bit, but I want to show this just like it looks like out of the box. Her facial expression is fine. I don't think it's extraordinary or anything like that. Just trying to make sure it zooms in or focuses on her face. What she's wearing is great design for the game. It just kind of looks like a more simplistic amiibo. And yes, she is floating. We have one of those clear stands holding her up right there. So she's floating. And in the game, obviously she's a fundamental character without doing too many spoilers of the game, even though it's been out for 6 months. My wife has been absolutely loving this game. I love how I want to say dungeons this time around are completely where it worked. I think this has one of my favorite fire dungeons and also one of my favorite water dungeons, and they're not at all what I expected inside of the game. So there's Zelda doing a little 360 and everything. And the detail work on this, yes, it's pretty good, but I think she's a little bit plain. Next up, let's take a look at the Ganondorf amiibo. Maybe we'll just put Zelda over there to the side. We'll put Link right with her anyways. And Ganondorf. Alright, this is one of my favorite amiibo. In this one, just like Zelda, the first time you scan it, I'm pretty sure you're going to get a drop for a paraglider, but you could also get different swords in the game. It shows a little picture of that right there. But everything I've seen, the first time you get the item and you scan it in, most people are getting that fabric for the paraglider right away. These amiibo, they are more expensive this time around. So if you're hoping to get a really cheap deal on the amiibo, I don't think those days are here anymore. I think the amiibo are more expensive now because the quality has gone up. And with the quality going up, the cost went up too. So that's a little bit sad, but I think it's the way they had to go if they wanted to increase the quality. And you know what? Sales for these were doing so well. I kind of butchered the box for Ganondorf, but that's okay. Alright, it's opened up. He is a beast. Even his stand is considerably larger than the other Amiibo. We're not just getting the traditional Zelda stand, although maybe it's underneath. He's got like a rock formation he has to stand on because he's such a well-designed, huge character. Alright, well, we got it out anyways. Definitely destroyed the box packaging for once for an Amiibo. Kind of excited to get my hands on Ganondorf. There we go. Now I have Ganondorf out of the box packaging. Let's take a look at this guy. He looks phenomenal. This is one of the best Amiibo we've had in years. What he's wearing, all the gold detail, even his head, but really his flowing robes just look outstanding. So everything about this guy is just huge. There is a base here, and on the bottom we have the Zelda golden off-color base with the rock, but we do have a stand as well, and he's got a really wide stance for this. His sword looks good. All the shine looks like it's popping, and it looks like it should. By the way, what's your favorite design of Ganondorf from all the Zelda games? I would probably put Ocarina of Time at my number 3 spot. That's a great fight, very iconic, and then he turns into Ganon. But then I would probably put at number 2, my Wind Waker Ganondorf fight, and that character for Ganondorf design is just fantastic, I think, for the cel-shaded look. But this is probably the number 1 Ganondorf design look that I've seen. Kind of also reminds me of Demise, like a bit more of a relationship to Demise in a way. But everything on this guy just looks amazing. So now we have all 3 of the main vital characters for the game as Amiibo. We also have Link, if you just want to take a quick look at him. I did unbox him, as I said, in another video. But Link, his hand is all kinds of messed up because that's a major thing inside of the game, of course. His cape and robes also look like they're really good. So I would probably say that Ganondorf's the number 1 design Amiibo from these 3. Then I would probably say it's Link, and then I'd probably put lastly Zelda. And with the decayed sword, the Master Sword. But honestly, guys, this one just looks amazing. So let me know what your thoughts are on these 2 Amiibo. Were you able to pick them up? In my area, Zelda's a little bit harder to find than Ganondorf, and Link was re-released, so he's in stores again, even though he came out 6 months ago. Thank you so much for watching my unboxing of Zelda and of Ganondorf. Let me know which one you prefer better, and if you're going to pick these up, or if you're going to wait for them as a Christmas gift. Thanks so much, everyone. Go collect them all, keep smiling while gaming. You guys are amazing.